Hi, and Happy New Year! And tonight's musicians hang out with your host, Crash Fistfight from Fatal Butterfly, and Maxine Maxwell from the Maxwells.
Happy Wednesday, everyone, and happy New Year. It's great to be
Happy
back.
New Year!
You know, we had a week off and we're back for the New Year's Day, and we're inviting you all to join us if you would like. In fact, we have our friend Russell joining us tonight. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for joining us again tonight.
Yeah, 2020, man. We're starting it out right. And so I'll go over our show's mission statement and we will start just hanging out with y'all.
Yeah.
All right. So our mission statement is to be part of a revolution to create friendships with other artists and build a community network to save music.
Indeed.
And indeed we are, I believe. I do believe we are, part of this revolution. And yeah, we've made some really awesome friends in 2019. And yeah, so.
And we look forward to meeting new, friends in 2020.
Heck yeah. Like we're having a blast with y'all. So
yes,
in the chat room, join us online. If you want to join in on the show, we will send you the link.
Yep.
So Russell, tell us a little bit about what's been up for you.
We're just doing some different music things and meeting different people, and
cool.
I actually have been out playing with different people and learning some new things and writing some new songs. And
excellent.
Some open jams with some people. I love that stuff.
Yeah, but some people have different musical things they're doing, and you never know what you're going to do when you're a musician. And there's a lot of opportunities, and they always seem to come my way, and then I do them.
I actually.
So true. Oh my gosh, yes.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. I'm very happy.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. So everything's going really well, and I don't know what all to say about that, really.
It's all good. I've been following you, and you seem very, very happy. And I can relate with what you're saying about, like reflecting on this last year and all of the things that we got to do as musicians and getting to meet each other and know each other too. So like 2019 was an exciting year, and I think 2020 is going to be even better. Like,
oh yeah, it's going to be the best.
We're all in good space.
And I like how we're. Yeah, I like how we're all just like a musical family, and it's great.
And it's getting stronger. Like our family's getting stronger, and everybody's being a lot, way more supportive than I've seen, in the past.
Definitely.
I love that.
We've made friendships and connections like lifelong, and we are a community. We are a family, like you said, Russell. It's been really cool to help form it. How are the holidays for y'all?
I had a great holiday. Spent it, with Anthony and in his parents' house and stuff, and it was fun. They do this White Elephant Christmas gift exchange. It's really fun.
Oh my gosh, I love White Elephant.
It's so much fun. And I got a meatloaf pan, and I feel like I got the best Christmas.
Oh my gosh, that's perfect for you, actually. Like, yes.
Because I cook all the time, so I'm just like, heck yeah. And like, I think 2 days later, I used it for the first time. It's awesome because it's one of those copper ones too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's a score for a White Elephant. Like, some things can be so crazy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There were crazy ones.
Russell, have you ever participated in a... Oh, hi, Kit.
Hi, Kit.
Have you ever participated in a White Elephant?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. That's awesome.
It was a long time ago.
Several, and my favorite gift I got from that was a mini foosball table.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was pretty. I still have it. I love it.
I cannot even remember what I got, but it was a long time ago. So.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my God.
Isn't it that if you don't want your what you get, you can take somebody else's thing or something?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
It can be taken up to like 2 or 3
times. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 times. That's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome. I had a lot of fun. And New Year's last night was crazy.
Yeah.
It just, we had some people came over unexpectedly, which is fine,
Yeah.
Friends are always welcome at our house. And so we hung out with them for a while, and then it got to be kind of late. We didn't want to drive out there because, I guess it just got really crazy last night. So a lot of drunk drivers. So
right. Yeah.
So we didn't really want to chance it. So we just stayed home, and come midnight, we went outside, and our neighbors had this huge fireworks display going on. They were lighting off all night, and it was just awesome. So it was a really fun night. It was just the 3 of us. So it was
love that. Nice and low key. Speaking of like the drinking and driving, I was designated driver last night. So I drove for Max, my hubby, and our friends, Gina and Sheldon. So everybody could enjoy their new year and be safe. So we went out to Port Townsend together, had a really low key night. And, there were some really awesome bars we went to, and we listened to karaoke, and we listened to a DJ, and rang in the new year with some pretty cool people. So it was nice.
Yeah. What did you do for New Year's?
Me?
Yeah.
I went to a bar with my girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And then we went home, I guess. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun. There was a lot of people out, and loud music. That's always good. And we had a lot of fun.
Very awesome. Oh my gosh. Were people dressed like the 20s where you went? Like that was all over Port Townsend. So like it was like flapper girls and guys dressed in the suspenders and the collared shirts, dress pants.
Yeah. Cool. I had the same clothes I always wear, tight pants. I don't have anything else, so but it was fun.
Oh, sorry, Russell. I didn't mean to.
No, we had a blast. We had a blast. So
that's great. That's good to hear. So Crash and I have a show this Friday, and we're going to dress flapper girl style. Yes. So we're going to go all out for the 2020.
What? No clowns?
No clowns
this time. You just never know what you're going to get.
I don't know. I've hardly even seen you when you weren't dressed up like a clown, I don't think.
I know. Now I think about it, you met me when I was on the 3-Ring Circus of Rock tour. Yep. And I was a clown. So like the first few times we hung out, you only knew me as Maxine the Clown.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Oh, that's awesome. I some of the pictures, actually Hecate shared some pictures of all of us and, the year in progression. I met Deadbeat Blackout and Heart of Vale last New Year's Eve, and we rang in the new year together. And it's just been so awesome to like launch into this family of really cool musicians and empowering women. Yeah.
I know.
It's awesome. So shout out to all our friends. Like,
yes,
I'm so enjoying seeing.
We're all so close.
Projects, yeah, we are close. And like we really generally care for each other, and we love each other's music.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Well, we're out at other shows when we can get to each other's shows. Like we all live far away from each other, but when we can support each other, we do.
Absolutely,
it's fun. It's super fun.
Yep.
Russell, I had a great time when we came out to see you.
I know.
Yeah, that
I'm
was
so sorry that we couldn't make it.
It's okay.
We had a show like the next night, so
Yeah.
it was just crazy.
Well, it makes
We all have to miss
Had to
stuff
get
with
the
our
last
shows.
practice in before, the show the next night. I felt really bad because I really, really wanted to be there to support you.
Yeah, that's okay. I understand. I know what shows are like, and I
Right.
get to see both of you.
It's not like
at,
that's going to be your last show, so
right. Like there'll be more shows to see.
there will be other shows that I can come and support.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there'll be more shows.
Well, we should all
It'll
just
be
play
fun.
a show together, huh?
Right?
I know. I'm sure it'll happen. Things are happening, but
Yes.
they're keeping it on the down low. But anyway.
Okay. Like, can we talk a little bit about the possibility of maybe writing? Is that happening?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay. So yeah,
I'm
super
supposed to be writing. So
excited for your project, man. Like, this is the time of year that a lot of artists are writing or they're recording, and I wanted to shout out also to everybody. It's been fun watching y'all on social media and your progression with everything. Can't wait to hear it all. Oh my gosh. Like so far, I've only seen some photos of most of the projects going on and can't wait to hear it.
Definitely.
yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Ass bands doing some stuff.
I know. I was just telling Anthony today that I want to write a new song.
Oh.
So I guess I got to learn how to play a little bit of guitar.
Ah.
So I can write a song.
You can do it.
Yeah,
Yes.
usually, I would.
Is it going to be an angry song or a love song?
Neither. I want it to be like an uplifting song, like a "You can do it," like keep holding on.
Like an empowerment song.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's perfect. I love it. Mm-hmm.
So I gotta figure it out.
Well, when you mentioned that you're gonna like learn some guitar to do it, girl, I totally believe in you. You can do anything. Like I've seen you do it. I've seen you do so many things. So you can.
I know how to play bass, obviously.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of like figure whatever I'd play on the bass, but I know how to do kind of power chords a little bit.
Well, that's sweet.
But I don't know how to like really write a melody. So I got to figure that out. And I would never write a solo.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like a lead guitarist or anything, but just enough so I can like write a song.
Right. Wow.
Like write a tune. So I got to figure it out.
Sweet. Yeah. We've been doing recording. I was actually out of town for a while too, so put that on a little bit of a hold for a week or two, but we'll be back in studio after our show together on Friday. So yeah, looking forward to that. It's really fun. Some of you might have seen what Santa brought me.
Yeah, dude.
I got a little mini set.
Yeah.
Behind me right now. I'll show you guys. Past birth there.
Oh my god, it's so cute.
There's my little baby. My little
thing ever.
I call her Minnie and I love her. Oh, there's Buddy. Hi, Buddy. There's my baby.
And some of you may know, or some of you may not know, Sky found her forever home. So, she's no longer here, but she's in very good hands. And I could go see her whenever I want. So, I do miss her, though. She would be trying to sneak my popcorn like crazy. She would get like right up in my face, like, I want the popcorn. So, I do miss her.
Yeah.
But she's in a good spot, so.
Such a good doggy, too. I'll miss her, too. I love seeing her pop into the screen. And
yeah, she's a little sweetheart.
She'll be missed, but like, yeah, I'm glad she found her home with a really good family. That's great.
Yeah. Yes, she will be spoiled.
Good fostering friend. I would have a hard time fostering. I couldn't let go, like.
It was hard. I cried. I'm not going to lie. I cried.
Yeah.
Cried all the way, bringing her up there. But she also made friends with the neighbor dogs. So
Oh,
she has a friend to like pal around with, a little dog.
that's cool. She needs that.
Yeah, so I'm happy about that. So
Sounds like it was meant to be then.
it really was.
Cool. Very cool. Russell, tell us a little bit about your ghost hunting adventures, please.
Yes.
Yep. Me and Kristen have been ghost hunting, and we went to we go everywhere. We pick a place and we go to it, and we either find ghosts or we don't. We don't yell at them like most of the shows do, and we don't try to send them to the other side. We just, if they're there, they're there, and a lot of times they're there. And we're going tonight to Oxford Saloon in see, I've already forgotten, but I have papers on it. Yes, but anyway, it's haunted.
So you're going to be in the neck of the woods tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's creepy. Love it.
We have ghost equipment, and we're just going to use it, and we always have fun. Everything that me and her do is always fun. And
tell us more about the ghost equipment, though.
Yeah, can we see
what kind of ghost equipment is it?
Well, I have something that I have a recorder that I do EVPs in, and you ask them questions, and they answer. Does it happen all the time? No, but the very first one we did in downtown here in Longview, and asked it a question, and I asked what its name was, and it was starting to answer, and I interrupted it, which is kind of funny. But I said, "Do you have anything you want to say?" And it said no, and it's clear. I mean, there was nobody there or anything too. So, but say what you want about it, but it's definitely a ghost. So we go out and it's fun. So
it sounds like a blast. Oh my gosh, I would love that.
Maxie and I both believe in ghosts. We've had paranormal experiences. So we even had one. Yeah, we've even had paranormal experiences together.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So
really,
we're very
Right.
Did we tell you about that, Russell?
Yeah, I actually heard from both of you at different times, but the same story.
Yeah.
It happened.
I never know where I'm going to see you guys at.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Oh my God.
Yeah, tonight's going to be fun. We're going to go into Snohomish. Is that where it is? And then it's going to be fun. And we're going to take our ghost equipment, go into this bar. Is going to be open till 12:30 tonight, and the Oxford Saloon, and lots of stuff happened there. And I've been watching TV shows on it, and all this just today, just picked it randomly, and it's supposed to be one of the most haunted places in Washington. And
ooh,
you should go to McMinimum's, the Olympic Club in Centralia.
Yeah, we did.
Did you?
We went there.
Yeah, because everybody I know that stayed at the hotel upstairs has had some sort of experience happen to them. So,
whoa,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely check that out. I would be interested in seeing, what kind of things you would get out of EVP or just.
Well, we went to Centralia, and people told us things that I didn't even know about Centralia. There's an underground and Al Capone and all kinds of weird, crazy stuff I didn't know anything about, and I lived there for a while. But we have gone a lot of different places in the time we've been together. But she's so much fun. So we're gonna, whatever we do, we're having fun because we're together anyway. So
I love that. That makes me happy for you, friend.
I am very happy. I am very happy.
Our friend Jeffrey would like to know, Russell Wilson, what are you doing this Friday night? Both of these ladies' bands are playing.
Really? That's right. That's right. Where are you guys going to be at?
Theater.
Yeah, Columbia City Theater. Seattle.
Oh, okay. Because I'm going to say there's one of those up the road here, but that's a different. Okay, Seattle. Okay, well.
One in Seattle, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
You know, I did go to Seattle a lot, so that's not impossible. But
you should come. We're gonna have.
I will definitely try.
Okay,
My
cool.
daughter, rumor has it, my youngest daughter might be at this show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she lives a minute away from the venue in Columbia City, Seattle. So I'm super excited. And she has the day off. So I'm like, yay. I really like to see her. She hasn't seen me really play drums since I started learning how to play them.
Gosh.
So it would be nice. And she was never old enough to like come to the venues that I play at. So
goodness, so I could meet her.
mhm.
Yay.
But she's just cute as a button.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I get to meet her new boyfriend. So.
Oh. All sorts of new relationships this year.
Yeah, but yeah.
Russell.
Yeah.
I was getting out one of my ghost things.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't know what's going on here, but it seems to be. Anyway.
You have a hitchhiker.
Yeah.
So Jeff also says, he's like, yes, I will be there. Come out, Russell.
Just like old times. I know it's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has.
We need a reunion.
We were all together every night somewhere. But yeah. I just happened to be out somewhere and you guys were there just up the road from wherever I was at. But yeah.
Yup.
I'm trying to be good now. But you can still go to shows and everything and it's always fun.
Dude, I get it. I get sober. Like, I'll be sober that night because I close. Like, I won't be drinking until after I play because I like to be focused. And I'm having coffee tonight because, well, I'm tired. I'm tired from, like, I flew back from my trip on Monday, got in at midnight. And then, like, I was out last night. And even though I didn't drink, I'm still really tired from just being out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm having a cocktail tonight, but this is my very first one, and it's not like I'm chugging it. So,
well, and I might have to cheers you a little later with some red wine.
Yes.
More than you were like.
And I am drinking water also.
Yeah, I got my water too. Water and coffee tonight.
Nice.
I've been drinking this apple cider vinegar mix with turmeric and honey to keep my immune system up. And it's working, you guys. Like, so far, so good. I'm going to knock on wood. But, like, I was flying and around a lot of germs, and I'm just hoping that because I did that, healthy elixir with this apple cider vinegar, that it will help keep me from getting sick. So I'll update y'all in a few weeks.
Yeah. I have some tea.
If I got sick or not, I'll be up.
I have this herbal tea that it's just loose tea. It's literally like just flowers and just, I don't know, stuff. It's just tea. And I also have local honey from my area. So I like to drink some of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really good. What kind of honey is it?
It's clover honey.
Oh.
So, but it's raw.
Mm-hmm.
But it's from the local bees in my area. So we have a hive that is just right down the road, and they always come every year. But
awesome.
Usually we get a great big jar, and I've been using it because I like, tea and stuff.
Yeah, I dig tea. Yeah, and honey. Like,
I'll use it to cook with and all sorts of stuff. And But this year they came and they only had the little jar, so I wonder if like their bees didn't really produce as much this year. I don't know.
Oh yeah, the bees, are in such disarray. Like I'm worried about our bee population throughout the world. Like I really appreciate the organizations that are helping keep bees. So
I have an underground hive in my front yard.
oh, that's awesome.
And like we just leave it alone.
Very
Like,
cool.
they don't hurt anybody. They're super sweet. I always worry when Anthony mows. Like I don't want him to like hurt any of the bees. So I don't know.
Yep.
We have
There used to be a lot more bees.
Yeah.
I mean, they were everywhere, and then they died.
Yeah, lots of
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Jeff says
He's gonna go night night.
good night.
Good night, Jeff.
We
Thanks for hanging out with us tonight so far.
Time. Oh, Jeff says the cider turmeric does help. Cool. Thanks, Jeff. He's been doing this too. I actually really love turmeric, so I'm digging it.
Hello, Hazura.
Hi, Azura.
So she, he got up at 3 a.m.
Oh,
Ouch.
we feel your pain, my friend.
Yeah. So Hazura, as you know, is our friend in Malaysia. And she recently had a surgery. Well, unfortunately today she was also in a car accident.
Oh, goodness.
So I'm glad to see that she is home from the hospital.
Oh, yes. Glad you're home, Azura.
So glad. And I was actually going to say tonight, actually, that, I wanted to give her prayers or send her prayers. So
Yes.
I was going to say that, but I'm glad you're tuning in right now.
Yeah, so glad you're able to tune in and that you're okay, girl. Oof.
Yes, and home safe.
Yeah.
I hope you can get some rest.
Yes, please take care.
Yes.
Well, did you guys want me to go over some music news?
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like I've been out of the loop a little bit lately.
I feel you. Like, I just wanted to focus on family and just, kind of stay off of the devices. And I didn't have a lot of internet connection where I went, so it was nice just to be.
Oh, see, that makes it even easier to just unplug.
Yeah, it's so nice to unplug and just, take in the present. That's why they call it the present, because it's a gift.
That's right.
All right, our music news for January 1st, 2020. Happy New Year. Lizzo was named AP Entertainer of the Year. The Associated Press honored the breakthrough singer of Truth Hurts and Good as Hell. Outside of music, Lizzo has won over fans of promoting body positivity and denouncing fat shaming. And I really love that about Lizzo. I think that all bodies are beautiful, and I stand with Lizzo in this revolution to help empower everyone to love themselves. Something really awesome happened Sunday night. There is not any video footage as of yet, but there are photos on Instagram and other outlets online. Members of System of a Down, Tool, and Iron Maiden had a jam together. So apparently they were throwing a birthday party for one of their wives. In fact, it was Adrian Smith's wife, the guitarist of Iron Maiden. They threw a birthday for her, and they had this jam session. So an all-star jam session took place, and it included Tool bassist Justin Chancellor, Iron Maiden guitarist Adrian Smith, and System of a Down bassist Savio. Oh gosh, I'm going to say it wrong. Sorry, guys. Adjurian. It took place Yeah, at a private event, and we are waiting for audio. I tried to find it. It's not released yet. And some fans hope that this is the beginning of a supergroup. So stay tuned.
That would be cool.
Yeah, really cool musicians, man. It's cool to like find out who hangs out together in the industry, you know?
Oh,
and
yeah.
what cool stuff can come out of it as well.
Yeah.
So Seven Dust drummer Morgan Rose returns to the stage 2 weeks after a major surgery.
Wow.
Yeah, that's badass.
I feel like that's pushing it. I mean, what kind of major surgery was it?
They wouldn't say. So I'll read you what I have, but as much research as I did, I couldn't find what the medical condition was, but it was life or death. It was like an emergency surgery.
Ooh.
Yeah. So like 2 weeks, I was like, dang, dude, like I tip my hat if you can. But like if the doctor is telling you shouldn't, be careful. Be careful, drummer. From another drummer, be careful. You put a lot of energy into what we do, and you got to take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what I got is last month, Seven Dust dropped from the UK tour. They were on with Shinedown and Alter Bridge. They reported that Rose was very sick with an illness, but they didn't know quite what it was then. And then he was admitted into emergency surgery just recently. So like I said, I found few details about the serious medical condition. Other than that, it was life or death. But I'm glad that he's still with us. So surgery was successful, and he is back drumming in the States. And they started an acoustic set so far. So they've done 3 shows in the South, starting in Georgia, with an acoustic set.
Mm-hmm.
So take it easy, Morgan.
Yeah. Most drums are acoustic, though. So.
Well, yeah. Like,
oh.
but like I find with acoustic, when you're a metal band, you don't have to push it as hard, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah, no, you just you use brushes and
yes, you
know.
can be a little easier. You can have a little more time for breath.
Yeah.
You know, like I've got to say too, like switching over from that, like I wanted to shout out to him. Like I hope he stays healthy. But like shifting to my new drum kit, I thought it would be a lot harder to shift over to, like, from Bertha, my big PV set, to Mini. But I was able to space everything out where I have it, and it's like I didn't miss it, if that makes sense. So I transferred over well. I'm missing my Evans hydraulic heads, though. I'm a big fan of them. They're on Bertha, but they're not on Mini yet. So what I'm using right now is the Remo heads, and I'm not quite used to them.
Yeah, a funny thing, I use the same Evans hydraulic. You use the 360s too, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I use. I use the clear pinstripe ones.
Yep, those are the ones that I have, and I'm missing having them on Mini. So eventually, I want to have those heads on Mini too. But you know, like they're Remo. They're made for Ludwig. It's a Ludwig set, and it's not bad. It's just something that I've got to get used to, and I've got to get used to tuning. So far, I have it where I want it, but I know once I move it, I'll have to tune it again because it's new.
Yeah.
And I really love this Ludwig set. It's small, but I wanted to have a punchy sound. And it was designed by Ritz drummer Questlove. So this is a Questlove designed Ludwig set. It's a small set, but it's supposed to have a big punch for hip hop. Like, so like it's got a lot of bass. And I also put some foam in the bass drum itself to make it a little more I guess low tone, hoping that, you know, I can mimic what I get with Bertha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Crash, I can't wait to see you like in person.
I know, I can't wait to see you either.
You get to see Mini and I get to see
I cannot wait to see this drum kit like in person.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm so
You've
excited.
sent me the magazine or copies of the magazine clippings and
I know when I was dreaming
pictures and
I was like, look what I want. I want this.
and I'm showing it to Anthony.
So I've been very spoiled this year. It feels good to have a new set. So sorry, I had to I don't know, I had to talk some shop about drumming equipment there. Had to geek out a little bit, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to replace my snare head. It's gone.
Oh yeah.
It's been a long time coming though.
I'm digging having a new snare and a new snare head. It's got a good sound, so I'm excited about that. I'm used to having a metal snare, and now I have a wood snare, and I love it.
That's awesome.
I wanted to give a shout out to our friend Gray Christy.
Oh, Christy.
Because he's putting together his studio, and the last show that we did, we had him on, and he's been getting a hold of us. He still wants to work with us. He messaged us about a suggestion for a drum kit in his studio, and he went with our preference.
He did for me too.
Yeah, so I meant us, you and I. I was
oh, nice.
I was so honored by that. He asked us both what we prefer.
Yeah, and I told him, I was like, I mean, I prefer the wood shells, but and then he asked me, well, maple, birch, or oak, and I'm like, birch are the only ones that I've ever played out of.
Yeah.
But I mean, and he's like, oh, the oak have a nice dark ridge tone, and I was like,
yeah,
I bet they sound amazing.
Yeah, any wood is good for a drum. I dig the wood drums too. I'm old school, I guess.
It just resonates better than the acrylics.
Yeah, it really does.
So.
And I had a metal snare because that's what came with my set. So I feel very spoiled now that I have a wood snare. And
I prefer the metal snare. I prefer my.
I get you. I still dig it, but I feel wow, I have something different. It feels good. Russell, I can't wait for you to see my new kit.
I know. I can't wait to see it either. But I'm probably gonna have to get going because I have to go out of town.
And we totally understand.
Yeah, you guys.
We're gonna have our own ghost show pretty soon, and so you'll be able to see us online and.
Oh, sweet.
But.
Well, we will promote you, friend. We want you out there.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I'm still alive and having the greatest time of my life. I'm very happy.
Oh, we are so happy for you.
Happy for you, and Happy New Year. Thanks for
Happy New Year.
Yes.
Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
I know. I'll see you guys later.
Good luck. Bye.
All right.
Oh,
it was always good to see him.
It is good to see him. I like getting the updates from people's lives and touching base and sharing stories.
Yes, absolutely.
That's why we created our hangout. We like hanging out.
Right? Exactly.
I saw Kit was on earlier. I don't know if he was able to get on. I sent Hikate a message too, but I totally get friends are totally busy today. Because, they went out last night or they spent time with family and they're tired. I get it.
Yeah.
Which means you rang in the new year right, everybody.
Right.
Good job.
We get that. So. And next week we have Hands of Deliverance.
Oh, I'm so excited to have them on. I played a show
me too.
Back in April last year. I can say that now. And we met at the Valley, and they were just so awesome. And they were super sweet too. They were really polite, really nice guys. So yeah, it'll be cool to interview them and promote their band and their music because they are awesome. I love them. Very good local musicians.
Sorry, I'm trying to get to our neck of the woods kind of thing.
Oh yeah. We got to promote everybody's shows.
Yes. And
Shout out, everybody. We got some cool stuff coming up. Oh my gosh. Everybody does. Like, there's some shows I wish I could go to on Friday, but sorry, guys, I'm playing.
yeah.
We're playing together. Musicians Hangout Girls are at the same
So
event.
excited.
You're not going to want to miss it. Come out and see us. It's going to be.
Here we are. Yeah, we have a lot. So, speaking of Hakate, Deadbeat Blackout has their album release party at the Swiss in Tacoma, Washington. And that's February 7th. So, I totally want to go to that.
Heck yeah.
Because, yeah, they're in the studio. And, like, I'm so excited about it. So, Saturday, January 11th, Last Identity, Theories of Flight, and Kira Michelle are playing O'Malley's Irish Pub, the one in Tacoma, not the one in Olympia. And it's a free show. And that show starts at 9 p.m. Definitely want to check that out. The Shortcuts at Evelyn's Bar in Clear Lake, Washington, Friday, January 3rd. So, yeah, I bet that looks like a fun show, actually. And the Shortcuts are playing at the Twin Dragon on January 4th, which is Saturday. And so we have a huge rock show, and it's the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. A classic rock duo called I-287. But you got to check out their Facebook to get dates, I guess. And then we have, oh God, I'm going to Experiment at the Fun House. I think I probably said that wrong. And that's January 8th. New Year's, good Lord. New Year's end says January or December 31st, but I don't know why they have that on there. It's already happened.
Oh, okay.
That was last night.
Shout out to you guys.
Yeah, thanks for trying. February 22nd, Buck Cherry, Grind, Fist of Rage, hosted by Eddie Truck, is playing in Oklahoma and Tulsa.
Oh.
So, and where is that at? It's at the JDL Ballroom.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah. I didn't know that Buck Cherry was even still together, honestly. I feel bad. Hairstorm, which is an 80s arena hair rock tribute band, is playing with special guest Soul Shiver at the Royal Bear January 4th, which is this Saturday.
Oh, the Royal Bear is fun, you guys.
Oh, and if you haven't seen Hairstorm, it's hilarious and it's awesome. So Entrails and Potbelly are playing with the White City Graves at Evelyn's Tavern Saturday, January 4th.
Sweet.
And Potbelly is playing with Bad Wizards, Wayward Youth, and Land of Wolves and Gallowmaker January 25th at the Machine Shop in Langley, Washington. Red Martian, Trebled Mortals, The Bitter Ex-Lovers, Skyrim Heroes, and Teen Cat are playing at the Lucky Liquor Saloon January 11th.
They're lucky.
Is it fun at the Lucky Liquor?
I don't know, but that's a good lineup.
Yeah, it is.
Like, they're in for a treat with those bands.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Enough is Enough, Aisha, Baby and the Nobodies, and Drastic Down are playing at the Funhouse tonight.
Ooh, tonight.
Yes.
Have fun at the fun house.
Yes, definitely. And hold on, there's a few more.
Yeah.
We have Friday night, Toast, Tinfoil Top Hat, Radical Honesty, Fatal Butterfly, The Maxwells, The Bullet Hole Concept, Theories of Flight, The Northern Light, and Ugliest Man Alive playing at the Columbia City Theater this Friday, January 3rd. Tickets are still available. Hit one of us up, Maxine or I. You can find us on Facebook. And we will have some tickets for you.
Yes.
And our good friend, Dogger, Clinton Dogger Mullins, is playing Saturday at Inferno's Brick Oven Pizza, and that's in Lacey. So it's his 37th birthday, and he's been working really hard trying to get his master's degree in music. So it'd be nice if people could go and support him. And the Brick Oven Pizza place has delicious pizza.
That's what I hear. Yeah. So check out our friend Dogger.
Yeah, I've eaten there and Farelli's Pizza, which is also in Lacey. And it's a hard choice because they both did the brick oven thing. So
Oh. Yeah, the brick oven is really good.
But yeah, come support our friend Dogger and his 37th birthday.
Happy birthday, Dogger.
Happy birthday, Dogger.
You do a show for your birthday. That's got to be fun.
See, for my 40th birthday, I had a show, but I didn't play the show. I was in the audience.
Yes.
Getting drunk.
You.
My friends played for me.
Oh, that's great.
So it was awesome.
Yeah, that happened for my 21st birthday, actually. Max and his friends were in, so we had Angry Dave on the show back over Thanksgiving week when you were playing the Mercury.
Yeah.
And they were in a band called Silo, and Cold Silo threw like a bandshell concert / little mini festival for my 21st birthday, and they invited area bands, and it was the best 21st birthday ever. So thanks, guys. It's a great memory for me still. Like, yeah, it's fun to be treated, for your birthday.
Like, these bands are like wanting to play for your birthday, and like they know they're not going to get paid, but they're doing this for you because they're friends, and
yeah, they love you.
And they want to just like play a show for you, like because
it's fun. Like when you're hanging out and you're playing with musicians that you want to hang out with and your friends, and like it makes it all the better.
Yeah. I love playing birthday parties.
It's like the best memories, man.
It really is.
I love playing birthday parties too, or like any kind of like holiday party for families and friends. Like private events, they're fun, they're intimate, and they're fun, and they're chill, I guess, like
Two-Headed Crow did that last summer. They kind of had like a little concert at their house.
I remember
at one of the band members' house, but like it was more like just Two-Headed Crow did play all together, but they made up new songs. We all just jammed together, like it was awesome. Like it was just one big jam session. Like it was fun.
Yeah.
So,
sweet.
I love that kind of stuff. And like this year, like they want more bands to be there because upon the neighbors' requests. So
it's nice. That's the best when the neighbors want you back. I played some really cool house parties where the house is, out in the forest because of, where we're at. We're on the peninsula. So like there's these big, beautiful properties that are out in the mountains in the forest, and like there are no neighbors. So we can be loud and noisy and rock, and no one's going to care because the party you know, it just stays there.
Yeah. Yeah. We do have neighbors relatively close.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if like it was a summertime and it was like a big barbecue outside and you just have like a couple bands playing in the middle of the afternoon on a weekend, you know, when nobody's going to be working, I don't think we'd have too much of a problem.
One of these days.
But I knew she was going to be there. I knew she was
Yay, she joined us.
That's
She's like, musicians hang out. I better hang out with the ladies.
yes.
Happy New
Well,
Year.
I kind of miss that.
Happy New Year. She was greeting me at the door when I got home last night.
Oh, I bet.
Mwah. Happy New Year, sweet love.
Our kitten face was not very happy about the fireworks going off in the
Oh, we had fireworks here too. Buddy was okay. He stayed with Gina's daughter and did just fine. And the cats just seemed to sleep through it. Before I left, there were already fireworks going off.
Man, at midnight it sounded like the Middle East outside. Just like explosions going off and like there's just flashes in the air. And I was like, oh my God, is this what the Middle East is like? Baghdad, Kuwait.
Yeah, not everybody loves that sound. That's for sure. I try to think about that with, like the animals and some people that, it's not a fun sound to hear as much as the celebratory.
With Popeye, when he was alive, when he was a puppy, we would always take him to like the gun ranges and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was used to that. And like at the gun ranges, you can shoot this bag and the bag will explode.
Tannerite.
Yeah, tannerite. So Popeye was just kind of used to it. So it never really freaked him out. So that was good.
That is good. That is really good.
We have a lot of gunfire around here. There's a shooting range not that far from the house. So
yeah, we have one in our neighborhood too.
So
they have times though, it's like 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Yeah, but I don't know. It never really bothered Sky.
Yeah, it doesn't bother Buddy or the cats, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is good.
Oh my goodness, we have so much to look forward to in 2020, my girl.
I know. I'm very excited to see where this all heads.
We're booked into February already, so we've got an awesome lineup coming up for y'all in January and in February of some pretty awesome musicians and friends.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's going to be fun. Oh, I got that during our neck of the woods. I got that glass of wine so I could cheers the new year with you.
Cheers. I obviously am still working on my first drink.
I get it. Yeah, I had to have some coffee. I was just so tired. I was feeling like I needed a nap. I practiced before our show, so I'm just kind of just a little tired and jet lag still from flying. And
yeah, because aren't they like an hour ahead?
They're 2 hours.
2 hours.
That's right. So it's a little bit different. I tried to stick with, like my schedule.
Is it mountain time, right?
It's central.
Central?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
North Dakota is central time.
That's so weird because Colorado is mountain time.
So that's where I went. I went back to the old country of North Dakota. In fact, that's where Miss Bats is from. She is from North Dakota. She's my one last pet that came over in the big move. 12 years ago this year. So 12 years ago we came over.
She's an old lady.
Oh no, that's when we came over. She is 14.
Like I said, she's getting to be an old lady.
She is. You can't tell her that though. She doesn't believe it.
Yeah.
She says, no, I'm not old. She runs around and is more crazy and active than Fernando. And Fernando's not even 2 yet. So good job. Well, tough little North Dakotan chick right here.
Josiah, his kitten, or I call all cats kittens. His kitten is like, I can't remember what he said, 15, 16 years old or something like that. And he's more active than our 5-year-old cat or kitten. It's like, oh my gosh. But they play together. They get along.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fernando and Miss Bats get along pretty well. I mean, like, Fernando was 4 weeks old when we brought him into our family, and just weaned from his mama. And so Miss Bats kind of, she wasn't warm to him at first, but after some time, she became like his mama, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's there again.
yeah, and Buddy and Fernando are like best friends. Like, they play together and they tease each other, and they're like, they are, I don't know, they watch out for each other too. Like, if Buddy hears something, Fernando kind of watches out, you know, like, what did you hear?
Yeah.
Look out the window and like guard the house.
When you see how
They're always up to something.
they're little brothers.
Yeah, they are. They're fur baby brothers. It's cute.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I miss Sky.
Yeah, and you'll have that again. Like, the universe will bring you your fur baby. I envision you with another bulldog.
Yeah, and Anthony and I were talking about it. It's not that we don't want any more dogs. It's we want a little older dog.
Yep.
And I do want a bully breed, like a bulldog. Like that. I see me definitely with a bulldog. I know how to work them.
Yeah. I get it. Like, I have my breeds too. Like,
Pit bulls are awesome, but she was just, because I didn't get her when she was like either older or super little, I wasn't able to start training her right away.
Yeah.
So she really missed out on a lot of stuff.
That's hard. I get it. I adopted my boxer at 9 months old, and it was, 2 years of training because, like, we hadn't gotten her as a puppy. So I get it, like,
or as a matured adult.
Right. And a boxer is so much energy. Oh my God. Like, I love the boxer, don't get me wrong, but like, I wanted something a little more mellow, and I got a pitty. And pits are energetic, as you know. But they're not a boxer. They're not like springing all over and like.
No, boxer. No. I used to tell Sky, I was like, "Are you part bunny?" Because she doesn't run. She like bounces like a bunny. Like, and I'm just like she'll run and bounce, 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 and I'm like, what a weirdo. Like, but I mean, that was just her personality. She was just.
Oh, and I love the boxer personality, but like, looking back,
they were just like, come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on.
Yeah,
come on.
That was the perfect dog for me to have in my 20s. Now, like, I need a more mellow breed, Like,
because sometimes you just want to chill on the couch.
Yeah. Now I know why all the old people have these little tiny white fluffy dogs, because like, that's them. Even though they seem to have a lot of energy, I think. I don't know. I would want something a little more, I don't know, bully breed myself.
Yeah, now you know why I had a bulldog, because they literally do nothing except sleep, and then like they will get up and go and lay out in the driveway and catch some sun. Mm-hmm. And they do come in
mellow yellow
and sleep more.
Chill.
Like you can't walk around the block with them. That's too far. 3 houses in, they're just like, I don't want to go any further. I'm done.
Well, and like you said, you want an older dog. I get it. I got Buddy. He was older. He was 1.5 years. So he was through the puppy stage. And, that had its challenges too, because like I wasn't able to instill everything.
Right.
Like
and he's neutered too. So, I mean, that helps.
That helps too. Oh, goodness, that helps.
She is unaltered. So she was.
Woo!
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And just coming out of the heat and just
Oh, poor thing.
so, and yeah.
Yeah.
I got a lot of holes I need to fix in the yard.
I have a premonition, though, that in the future, the near future, the
I will
universe,
have a bulldog.
the universe will provide this fur baby for you.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a bulldog. This
It will be.
time.
Yes.
A big old fat one too.
And name him Tiny.
Right? Come on, Slim. Come on, Slim, let's go. Or call him Slicky.
Mm.
Come on, Slick.
Well, one of these days, God, I gotta meet your dogs. Like, I've never met them in person, but I feel like I've known them because I know you so well. And like, that's what people also forget is how far apart we are. Like, you're north of Seattle, and I am
On the peninsula.
way west.
Way west. Hours away.
Westward.
Hours.
Where I like it.
Where the ferry.
I was talking to somebody that I met last night, actually in the bathroom line at the club I was at, and I was at the cellar door in Port Townsend, and they were asking, like, are you from here? And I said, I'm from Squim. And we were talking about the length of the bathroom line. I was like, oh, it's not bad. I usually party in the city. And he's like, what? And I was like, well, I'm a musician in a band in the Maxwells, and I usually, party. I'm out in Tacoma or Seattle or Olympia, Everett, like somewhere over the water. Yeah. And he's like, oh, yeah, this bathroom line isn't bad for you. But he's like, what the heck are you doing in Squim? And I said, I love it. I love, being out here in this beautiful natural paradise. So.
Yeah, you do have a pretty awesome, view where you're at. It's like just going around. You can hike on the beach if you want to.
Yeah.
And you can climb a mountain if you want to. Yeah. Or, yeah.
Where you're at is gorgeous too. Like
it is. It really is. I have a lot of spots that we can go hike and go see a bunch of waterfalls. Like we have waterfalls everywhere.
Well, and when we were coming into the Mirkwood in Arlington to play with you and seeing all the cascades in that area with the farmland and the forest, it was just breathtaking.
Yeah, I do love the forest. I do.
Not too far from Mukilteo, so you got a little bit of water near you too, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
further, it's
far.
Yeah, it is farther,
but yeah, you have to go through Everett to get there, kind
of. Yeah.
So
it's just so pretty up there.
Yeah, I definitely live closer to the mountains. I live in the forest, literally in the forest, so mountains are the closest.
Yeah, you've been here. I'm in the forested area. In fact, we've had wind tonight. The wind came up about an hour and a half before our show, and it was going crash. I was like, oh no, we could lose connection, and I'm glad we haven't yet. Knock on wood.
Yeah, girly. It was yesterday. I'm just kind of hanging out, and then all of a sudden, everything just turns off. And then it clicked on for a second and clicked back off for.
That's right. I saw you had posted that you were out of power. Good God.
But it was only out for maybe half hour.
Oh, good.
Then it came back on, but I was just like, ugh.
Bust out the candles.
Yeah, well, thankfully it was daylight, and I thought it was really weird, but it was super windy yesterday over here.
I was not online much yesterday, so I saw it later, right before I went out. I thought it was dark, so that's good. It was during the day for you. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, so far, so good tonight. It seems like the windstorm passed. When we had Russell online, I could hear the trees, rubbing against the house and stuff. I was like, oh, geez, please stay I'm like, I hope a tree doesn't come into the band room.
Please, please.
Please, no.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of going through stuff, so a friend of mine from down in the Centralia area, somebody was driving drunk last night.
Oh, God.
And crashed into his mom's car and into their porch and like totally smashed her car. Then ran from the scene. So I don't know if they had caught her, but I know that the fire department had to come and remove her car and everything like that. So
Oh, wow.
So even though they didn't catch her, they're gonna find out who it is, and then that's gonna be like a felony for leaving the scene of a crime.
People don't drive drunk.
And then another one of Tony Hatch's girlfriend or wife, Robin, was coming home last night on the freeway, and she saw, lights flashing behind her, so she was getting over. Well, she saw this car kind of wipe out, go into a ditch or whatever, but then pop back up and pass her with like 4 other police officers like in tow.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, oh my goodness. Like,
it was thankfully pretty uneventful. Like as soon as the countdown happened and Max and I kissed, the new year in, we bolted out the door and left before the crowd and got on the highway, and no one was out. Like I saw maybe a handful of cars all the way from Port Townsend to Squim, and I was thankful for that because there was no issues. Like I said earlier, I was the designated driver. That's why I'm like, people, please make sure that you have someone safe to drive you. Your life is worth it.
Right. And for me, like, I'm glad. I mean, I feel bad that I missed out on a really good party, but at the same time, I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
And I know it's okay. I don't have to go to every single party.
Right. There'll be more, and there'll be ones that
I'll still be invited to the next one. It'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
And but I'm glad I had a great night.
That's good.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And I get it. Like I've stayed in on New Year's before. It feels good. Like we've played private events, and we played the Tipsy Tomato with like I said, Deadbeat Blackout and Heart of Vale last year, but like having just a regular hangout with friends for the new year was nice. It didn't feel like we were working, if that makes sense. You know? Work is for this Friday.
Yeah. This Friday will be work.
Oh, it's gonna be so fun.
It is. I'm really glad that we're going. I always have the choice of picking, I don't always have the choice, but I had this choice this time because nobody wants to play first. I prefer to play first because my kit is just enormous, and I like to just set up directly on stage because it's easier to get it off a stage and tear it down than it is to build it off stage and then bring it up.
Yeah.
So in between bands, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's going to be.
But if I could just build it on stage right then, then it's just easier for me. And I feel like my band is always going to be an opening band anyway. So, and that's okay.
I like opening, actually. Like, I don't mind. Like,
I don't care.
I like being in the middle, but like we're closing that night, which means like, like musician hangout girls are on either end of the lineup. So
gotta stay.
You guys have a killer lineup ahead of you. Like you guys coming out. These bands we're playing with are amazing. Like,
they really are. But you guys are amazing too. So it's going to be perfect.
It's going to be really fun. I'm excited, to dress up with you and have a good time. And I want to try to figure out how to get Minnie by Tank, a picture of Minnie by Tank.
Oh my gosh, we got to make that happen.
Because they'd be so cute together.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I can't wait for you to see.
I can't wait to see it either.
It's
Because
pretty
you can see,
comical.
like, in pictures is one thing, but in person you can really like see the size difference.
Well, like I can pick up the bass kick and the tom like just together, just like you know, like whereas on Bertha, we would both take a side when we do shows together and take Bertha off stage with the toms on.
See, sometimes I don't always get that luxury.
I know.
So
I don't
I'm
even.
gonna learn how to like just balance it on my hip.
I take the toms off.
Yeah.
And then I carry.
But
and
yours are just twist on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mine need a key.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that about your set now. Yep.
So
yep.
yeah,
So
it's kind of
twist
a
off
big pain in the ass.
and hand out to people who I, trust to carry.
Right.
But Bertha's been beat up on the road and she's going to stay in the studio. She deserves it. She's old and she's beautiful, and I want her to stay that way. Like I want her to stay classic and
No,
not.
that's totally cool.
I mean, Minnie, let's go. We're going to go get beat up on the road together. Minnie's young. She'll be okay.
Yeah, I wish I could find an exact duplicate of my kit, but just smaller.
I bet you could.
But I want the same, like, 2 kicks and the 3 toms and the floor tom.
You could do it. I bet you could do it with 2 16s. Like I have the 16 kit. Backwards land.
I know. Backwards land.
So yeah, the bass
Yeah.
is 16, and my floor tom on Bertha is a 16. So like you could have 2 16s. You could have like a set kind of like 2 sets kind of like this put together, and it would be smaller.
Yeah.
And like I said, you'd think that the space would matter, but after you put your double kicks and your cymbals up, everything's pretty much spaced right. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that does make sense.
I'm digging it. Like I said earlier, it's like I was so afraid to transfer over and thought it would take some time, but it was nothing. It was like so natural, and I was actually really shocked by that and happy. I was like, oh good, because I've only had it for a little while. I've only like played it a couple times. So yeah.
No, I remember when I first got Tank, I was used to my friend Otis's kit.
Mm-hmm.
He has the same kit that Anthony has back there. As you can see, it's my Christmas tree.
I love your Christmas tree. I wondered if it was still up and if
I'm taking it down tomorrow.
Frank is there, right? Frank?
Fred.
Fred, okay.
Fred's still up there. Yeah. But he gets to go back home on Tank tomorrow.
Okay. He'll be at the show. I'll see Fred.
But I was, used to playing Otis's kit, and then I got Tank. And I set it up, and I sat behind it, and it just felt different and weirder because I wasn't used to how it felt.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And then I learned how to tune everything and set everything up the way I wanted it and how it sounded good. And then it started feeling like mine, how like I have problems with other people's kits because sometimes they feel good.
I've felt that before too. That's why I don't like to share, because like people have their set up the way they like it, and it's not where I need it. And
yeah,
I don't want to like redo their setup either. And like that's why I thought it would be really weird to transfer over to Minnie, but because I was able to set her where I need her, and also that I like to tilt my toms, and I tilted my tom just like normal, and it felt normal. And it feels like so weird to not have more drums in front of me. Like I feel very exposed.
Right.
Hi, you can see me now.
You're just like, I feel naked. I don't know what to do.
I like being sitting back there. I like hiding behind Bertha. So that's going to be
just put more cymbals places.
Yes. Actually what I
and
thought
make sure you said it like right here.
And then the photographers can complain to me.
Oh, they hate it. They hate me. I'm like, but I like it. I like the venues that have the stage lights that shine right on your face.
Oh, and you get that nice.
When you look out, you can't see anybody.
Because I have turn out good, you know, like you can see. I mean, if it's not blurry, we move so much as drummers that it's hard to get us. So you have to have a really good.
There is that. That's why some of my pictures are like posed.
Yes.
So that the photographer could actually get like a good shot of me.
Yeah.
So I got
the Mirkwood for some reason is really good for the lighting for sure, but like also movement. Like I've had success with you at the Mirkwood, and then someone took pictures of us the first time we played at the Mirkwood, and it's my profile picture for Facebook, and I'm playing, and she caught me. I was like, whoa, Angela, she got me.
Yes.
Like, dang, girl, like, thank you for the picture that you can actually see my face. Well, I'm looking down, but you can see me, and I'm singing and I'm playing, and it's a moment, you know, like.
It's hard to get those shots, especially with the cell phone camera.
Yeah.
Because you can hit the freaking button, and it's still like, hold on, let me zoom. All right.
I got a new phone.
And click. I saw that you got a new phone.
I got an 11, and I'm digging the camera, so I'm gonna get some good pictures, some portraits of you guys. And I'm loving my new phone. So
I'm due for an upgrade. And
I got new phone, new kit, new car. I feel like, holy crap!
I got a whole new you.
Happy New Year!
Right.
But like I've sacrificed for this. Like I've saved and I've sacrificed, and it feels good to finally be able to treat.
No, absolutely. And that's what adulting is about. Sacrificing so that you can get ahead and get the cooler stuff later. I almost said a bad word, but I said stuff. Trying to watch my mouth on air this year.
Say damn, shit, bitch, but we can't say the F-bomb.
Yeah, and I've been really working hard on that.
Good. Look at us being all classy and sassy.
And I think being around Anthony's folks really helped with that because they are religious.
Oh, you clean it up, Sailor, do you?
Yeah. And I only have one glass of wine usually. But
that's so awesome.
I gotta say, his uncle makes a mean eggnog, and I'm talking like with the rum in it.
Ooh.
So I had 3 cups of that, but
like,
cup is like 4 ounces, so it's not like I had a 12-ounce thing of eggnog.
It's the holidays. Like my mom and my dad, they treated me to some red wine, 14 Hands red blend in my stocking. So like, you know, it's a holiday, like have a little bit, treat yourself. And I find it so funny. Like I respect that you clean it up around Anthony's parents because like I talk like a sailor too, especially back in the day. And like now that I've been a teacher, it's cleaned up. But like I remember cleaning up the language around Nate's folks because of the same reason, like or Max. Cat's out of the bag. Our cat.
I was just gonna be like your brother, okay.
Oh well, yeah, now you know. Anyway, yeah, like cleaning up around the folks and just like showing that respect too. I get it. Like my family, we throw the F-bomb around. Like that's how I grew up. My dad's a mechanic. My mom was oil rig brat. Like growing up, so like
my dad is the one who taught me how to be like a sailor.
Thanks,
he
Dad.
was a police officer, but he literally worked for the Navy, so he worked with sailors. So it was fitting.
Oh, speaking of in-laws, like they got me this beautiful bracelet I'd like to share with you all.
Oh yes,
they really treat me so. Like they've been a part of my life for almost 20 years, and they got me this beautiful handmade bracelet it's called Rockstar Cowgirl.
Ooh.
And they met the artist that was making this at a jewelry store in Cody, Wyoming. And
Good old Cody.
it's lava rocks.
Ooh.
So the black stones are lava, and then the crystals are colored as your chakras.
Oh, I see that.
They did so good. I love my bracelet. They always treat me, but like this bracelet really, really, speaks to me, and I love it.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
And my mom and dad got me this way cool snow globe. I'll go grab it. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
You guys see this? It's amazing. I should have had it out before.
And thank you again, folks, for joining us tonight on New Year's Day. And Musicians Hangout does want to wish you a very happy new year. And also, we are going to be having a new flyer come out, and we want to give Kit Bohannon the credit for our new flyer coming out soon.
Oh my gosh, I've been wanting to shout out Kit too. Like he joined
new flyer for the new year. So stay tuned, because that will be next week's kind of new thing. So with our first guest, Russell was our first guest of the year. We should think about that.
So thanks, Russell, for
the new decade even.
Yay! Started out the decade with our sweet friend Russell.
With our good friend Russell.
Russell Wilson.
Not the football player. The
rock star.
Yes.
So yeah, I wanted to shout out Kit too. Like he does graphic design and it's amazing. And I wanted to promote him and advertise him for his graphic design skills for all of you too. So if you want a good connection for awesome graphics, get a hold of our friend Kit Bohannon.
He has his own vlogs thing.
Yeah, he does. So like,
we're going to check that out. And we have a Happy New Year from Adam or Musker. Happy New Year. Hi,
guys. Mwah. I love you guys. I'm
glad you guys made it back safely.
Yes, your trip looked like it was so much fun, and glad you got back all right.
So jealous.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Okay, so I got this awesome snow globe from my parents.
Ooh.
And backwards land, so let me get it in the camera.
Oh my goodness, I love it already.
So it's a couple.
Yeah, skeleton couple.
And it's a snow globe, and it's actually battery operated. I don't have any batteries in it right now. And
Anthony's uncle has a battery operated snow globe. It's like this big, and you just turn the switch on and it blows the stuff up.
Yeah, it blows glitter. It blows silver glitter and it lights up, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So maybe next time I will have it operational for you all, and you can see it in its full glory, because it's absolutely gorgeous. There is an option to plug it in too, but the cord is too short for where I'm at. And also, yeah, I don't have an extension cord available right now.
Oh my gosh, I want to know where they got it from.
They ordered it online.
I was going to say, it's got to be an online thing. And maybe I should really like check into it, because I want to get some creepy cool snow globe.
Yeah, I'll send you the company name. Actually, Max got me my first piece from this set in Leavenworth when we went there this summer. They have this collection at one of their shops. It's actually their Christmas shop, Kris Kringle, but in the back, it's all Halloween. They have an entire Halloween display and an entire Nightmare Before Christmas collection as well. And my first piece is skeletons sitting on a bench kissing. So that was my first piece from this collection. And I really love it. Hecate just got back to me, so let's see what she has to say.
Hello, Hecate.
She says, Happy New Year. Oh, she's having dinner with her parents tonight, so she cannot join us for the show, but she loves us. So we love you.
We love you too, Hecate.
Love you.
Isn't that fun with her parents or her in-laws?
Let's see. At her parents tonight, she says.
Parents. Well, have fun.
Have fun with
Love
your family. Actually, yeah, I met her mom and her grandmother last New Year's Eve too. Like
her mom is a kick in the pants.
I know
my Paralympics.
My mom was at the show too. Like my parents were visiting from North Dakota, and they got to come to our New Year's gig, and they got to meet Hekate's family. And
Oh,
it was
awesome!
Cool. Yeah, our moms hung out, and it was really cute.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It was actually my first show ever playing with other female musicians. So like, yeah.
That's the best experience you could have is with Hekate.
Oh my gosh.
She's awesome.
We had a great time, and like, yeah, we sparked quite the friendship, and I'm glad we did. Like, feels good.
Yeah.
We made some awesome friendships that night and throughout this year, or last year. 2019 was amazing. And when I was out with friends last night, our friend Sheldon asked, what do you feel most accomplished about 2019? And Max and I both hands down agreed it was our music. You know, like it's gone so many places in just 1 year, and it's so fun, and we are so proud of ourselves. So that was our reflection.
You guys should be proud of yourselves. You guys have done so much, and we all have in such a short amount of time. You're recording your second album.
Oh, it's our first.
Well,
and that was just our EP. Like we have an EP, but we're like finishing the full album.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. So like, but I, you know, like, yeah, it's been a work in progress for a few years, and we finally just set to it. Like we have the fan base now that we want to give this to.
Yes.
We have an incentive.
You are eager to receive it.
We have an incentive to finish it up and share it with the world.
And you have the movie thing coming out too?
Yeah, that's going to be coming out. I guess they're doing filming this year, and then the release date will be, you know, in 2021. So stay tuned for the Lake.
I have to wait a whole nother year. It's going to kill me.
I know. Featuring our song Took Too Soon. It's going to be great. I've been loving watching Marble Mountain Films grow, and
oh, me too. I still like everything that they post. I still share.
Well, and they've been posting some really interesting things about Lady of the Lake type haunting stories all over the world and all over the nation. And oh, I just love ghost stories. A good ghost story.
Me too.
I watched some pretty good movies on my flight, so I was able to get some free movies, and I'm down with, you know, the horror films, but Max doesn't watch that stuff. So I was able to treat myself on the flight. I watched Annabelle finally.
Oh, that one's creepy.
It was good, but I was like,
hi, Kit.
Oh, hi, Kit.
We were just talking about you.
We were, and we're promoting you as a graphic design artist and telling our viewers to get a hold of you for any of their needs.
And your podcast, blog, vlog, artist thing that we really want to support, help you, you know, support that. Yeah. And the fact that you were helping with designing our, kind of helping me design our new flyer. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Kit, do you want to join us?
Yeah.
Do you want to come in? We'll send you a link. You might be there still. Huh?
You just said thank you.
Aw.
Well, you are always welcome. We love you.
Well, and he's made some pretty kick-ass flyers for our band too, the Maxwells. Oh my gosh, I shared a little sneak peek. I shared earlier before the show, and oh my god, I love it so much. Especially since I just watched Annabelle, and it has like a creepy doll face in the background. I was like, oh, that's so me. With Annabelle, I loved it. It was a good thriller, but it didn't like scare me, if that makes sense. I wanted to be scared. So like the flight back from North Dakota, I was able to watch Ready or Not. And
Ooh.
that movie freaking messed with my head. So like, check it out, you guys. If you're into the horror flicks, you will not be disappointed with Ready or Not. It's creepy. I got that thrill that I wanted, you know, I got scared.
See, and yeah, I love the exhilaration. Maybe that's why I'm a musician, because sometimes I get nervous before, you know, getting on stage. And
Oh, we have Kit joining us soon. Yes.
hold on, we're waiting.
We're almost there.
Almost.
We'll have another guest for you tonight, everybody.
No, not yet. What did it say?
Something about devices.
They have to connect their mic and cam.
All right, on. Well, this is exciting.
I know.
Good New Year's episode, man. It's fun.
Definitely, and it's nice to catch up. It's been
Oh
like
my gosh, I know.
weeks. It's been 2 Wednesdays.
I know. We've been so busy. Like, yeah. What does he say? Oh, hey. IPK is
in the house.
Hi. Hi,
Hey guys.
Hi, Loki.
Hey, Troy. Oh, here we go. But hello.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Kit.
What camera I have on? Hello, hold on. Let's see.
Okay.
Here. It is not allowing me to do the camera.
Oh, okay. Are you on your phone?
Are you seeing me yet?
No, not yet.
Oh.
Oh, shoot.
But we can hear you.
Yeah, sometimes
Okay,
it helps.
that's good. That's the most important part, anyways.
Right. Well, and sometimes it helps if you leave and then come back in. So
I
like,
tried that. They gave me the microphone, but we'll see what we can do here. Let's keep trying here.
Well, it's good to hear you. Happy New Year.
Hello to you.
Hello.
Uh-oh. I'm getting the double track. I got to turn my Facebook off here. Hold on.
Oh, gotcha.
That's probably preventing me.
Maybe.
And happy New Year's to you, my IPK guys.
Happy New Year, IPK. It's going to be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a good decade. I can feel it. 2020.
Come on.
2019 wasn't a horrible year for me, but
it wasn't bad.
Anyways, ladies, hello to you. It looks as though my camera is not going to work.
Well, shoot, we understand. We've been there with technical difficulties. It's good to hear you, though.
Nice to hear you, though.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Let me get rid of this too. Okay, there we go. Okay. Maybe that's what it was. Is it was conflicting. Let's see. Come on. I got 3 cameras here, and none of them are popping open. But happy New Year to you, ladies.
Yes,
happy New Year to you, Kit, my friend.
Yes. So good to be, starting off a new year right.
Yes, absolutely. And we're winding down rock and talk as far as the blow by blow, and we're gonna start talking about other subjects like you guys do. But we're more on a neighborhood subject than a music subject.
Right.
But the rock part of it is the fact that I'm a musician going through all these things. So I'm sure the scene will get covered.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, and we'll definitely promote you, friend.
Definitely.
Definitely. I think we've been doing a great job of that. I think our show did well, right?
It did. Your show got the most views out of all of our shows put together.
Well, I think it was subject matter. They always say subject matter, right? I was saying the first reason for doing it was my own accountability, right? The second reason was kind of showing the kind of integrity that you show by coming out and just telling your friends, hey, I've been doing this and I want to come off it. And so I think that show snapped on because there's a lot of people who were probably either they had a friend or whatever, they needed help. And I get emails all the time on it about people wanting to know how to approach it. And you know, and I get more educated on how I actually did it the further I get away from it.
That's your spare.
That's
I got
awesome.
my sister here, too.
Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Hi.
Casey's here.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
Yeah. Hope you guys have a wonderful, successful, fun, and just a great adventure this year.
Yeah,
Thank you. And we wish that for you guys too.
definitely.
I'll be watching some of your shows when I can. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
We
Thank
appreciate
you so
it.
much for being so
Yeah,
supportive.
Yes,
Absolutely.
thank you.
guys are fun. I look forward to it.
We'll get her to we'll get her to practice on a couple of the songs, and we'll come out as we call it "Married by Music," you know, because we're not married.
Ooh.
Oh yes, I understand.
Our little thing where we do acoustic and we sing, you know, the Four Non Blondes and all the ballady stuff.
Oh,
I love it.
Anniversary is February 8th. If you guys want to book us,
Oh.
really?
It will be our 7th year anniversary.
we
and
can
so-
maybe do a five song episode or something.
or just talk about relationships.
Yes.
Oh, we would love that.
musicians.
What date again? February when?
Schedule us. I'd love it, and that'd be fun. And we'll make it entertaining and
Okay.
if it's up to you,
Definitely.
maybe
So
three.
we said that's February 8th. Can we have you on the show on the 5th?
Sure,
Cool. Let's do it. Book you.
I'd be honored. And we can.
I'll send a flyer over with it and stuff.
Yes, please.
Hi, you.
And speaking of flyer, I'm working on the new flyer using a lot of your stuff. So, and of course, we are giving you credit for it because
love
it's such an
your
amazing, like, those are
you, thank you.
breathtaking. And I
That's-
can't wait to, like,
I mean, I play bass most of my life, but I mean, as far as career, I'm a commercial artist, and so I got an eye. I like to think I got an eye for a different approach to stuff. But I am at your expense. My donation to Musician Hangout and just the whole purpose of improving our scene is anything you need, flyers or whatever. So you send them to me, what you wanted to say or whatever, and I'll handle all that. I did make those kind of blanks where you could add your own lettering to them. So, you know, you could just put some bold lettering in the lighted area there underneath your logo where you could say this Wednesday is going to be, you know, whoever, right?
Oh, we're going to be so fancy.
Yeah, you know, or whatever. But I want to help the show. I love the purpose of your show. And obviously I do my own show. So there'll be a little bit of, you know, my own little, you know, pokes in there about what I'm doing. But I think together we've got,
please do.
we can entertain Portland and Seattle. Like, I'm going to start doing my show once a week because unfortunately I got to go back to work and that sucks.
Oh, yeah.
I can't do this all the time, but my show is shifting gears as of 90 days. We're not going to talk about the exclusion of methamphetamines out of my life anymore because it was just a 90-day accountability program for me and for anybody else who was interested in knowing what it was like to come off that drug and how there is hope beyond it, right? Like I'm a vision of health now, and I feel really good, and everything in came back to me, and I want people to see that because a lot of people think, you know, I mean, in order to do the drug, you know me, I can go on and on. So maybe I'll check myself. How are you ladies doing?
Really well. Oh my goodness. Thanks so much for the check-in. I'm so proud of you, Kit.
Well, thanks. I just, you know, like I said, it was a double whammy. I could be accountable, which would help hold me in, and then I could share honestly, because it's really easy for me to just humble up to whoever wants to listen and tell them what I'm going through for the betterment of people who are dealing with somebody who's on that directly, which is the hardest part. You being the person on the drug, you're going through your thing, but the people that are dealing with you, trying to keep the love there, but yet you're just chasing them away because you're completely out of yourself and you're something else. And so that's really important to get that message across. And I didn't even realize that in the beginning that message would come out. But in reality, the more closer I get to the 90 days, the more educated I am about the whole 90-day process. And
that's beautiful.
Right.
And
that's
how they
good though. Because you can help like spread that you know, that gives hope to others, you know.
And they're available to anybody. I started our own page. You guys might have known that, which is just the Rock and Talk page. I cut out my bass playing because that's really just kind of me warming up to the room and seeing how things are going to be. But I'll, you know, when I finish my video, I go and I delete that video and I take it into my program and I cut it to strict dialogue because I really think there's enough of my video playing bass. I really wanted to get to the brass tacks of things and then just load Rock and Talks page up with the dialogue, which is the most important, which are these day 41 and day 52 and these days where I was evolving and people were seeing, hey, there's hope and coming off that drug.
Yeah.
And people the biggest thing is people were so embracing me. You know, I mean, I had so much support that if you were on dope and you didn't see you saw my path, you're coming off of it based on just the gifts I got given. And I shared with people that, hey man, every day has had a gift. And thank you, ladies, for having me on again. You know, I told you every time I'm your Portland anchor, so you can call upon me at any time when you get maybe tongue-tied. Some people get tongue-tied. I never get tongue-tied.
No, we love having you down in Portland. You're down there.
I love that I don't have to, you know, like pose up to the camera too. Like this is cool. Like I'm the black screen. I love it.
You're a mystery guy.
That's awesome.
Crash, I got a message from our friend Greg KC, and he wants to be sent the link. He wants to join us.
Okay. Well, I will be.
Yay. So we got another musician friend who wants to hang out with us too. Kit, thank you so much for joining us. It's so fun to have you back. And
yeah, absolutely. And I look forward to our show with Married by Music, which is me and my sweetheart doing old 80s butt rock metal.
I love it. I love you guys.
All right. You ladies take care. I'm going to leave the studio now.
All right.
All right, Kit. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Let me know, Tony, about the flyer. I'll help you out with that. We'll get that lettering done and get it all addressed where it needs to be.
Perfect.
Excellent. Thank you. I'll be in touch tomorrow. Good night. All right. I love, yes. So I sent the link. So now we are just waiting for Grakisti.
Yes, Grakisti is going to join us.
Yes, Grakisti. I can't remember what it means. It's like gray something. I can't remember. I will ask him when he brings it.
We'll have to ask him again. But I've gotten better at saying his name because I messed it up when I introduced him.
Oh, here he is. Grakisti. Oh, hello.
Hello.
How are you this evening?
Welcome.
I am doing really well. How are you ladies doing?
We're doing pretty good. Thanks for joining us.
All
Happy
right.
New Year.
Happy New Year.
Are you in studio right now?
What's that?
Are you in your studio?
I am, or what will eventually become the studio.
Very cool. Yay.
I know that you've been really working. You've been busy working on it lately.
I've been busy. You want to update us?
Feverishly, yeah. So I got a new board, so now we're running 32 channels with 8 bus sends out, so that's huge. I think,
and it's beautiful.
Yeah. This thing's sick. So this will be pretty sick. As far as guitar players are concerned, they'll be really excited. I just picked up a few new toys for them. So we got a Vader cab, which is probably this 2010 Vader cab, so it's probably one of the rarest guitar cabs you'll ever come across.
Ooh.
Got a Panama, which is made out of Purple Heart. Sounds absolutely gorgeous.
Purple Heart? Oh my God.
Yeah. And then we got the orange TH30 with the PC12s.
Oh,
So
are nice.
Getting there.
But what's a Purple Heart?
It's the wood.
So it's a wood. It's a wood that actually is literally purple.
It's gorgeous.
Ooh.
Yeah, I can show you actually. We'll take off the.
What is Purple Heart? Like, I don't know what this is.
Now
Does
you
it
know.
make drums out of it?
Now we gotta take off the thingamajigger. Yeah, I don't know how well you can see that in there from the lighting, but
Oh yeah, that's really cool.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah.
it's gorgeous.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that is pretty.
Max, check this out. I'm sure he's
Yeah.
Ooh la la.
So this is super cool for tonal stuff, and then I am going to be hopefully picking up a new kit for drum people here soon. So
That's what we
I've been
hear.
eyeballing some
so
kits
excited.
from DW. So we'll see kind of what comes up. I got a few ideas in mind, but yeah, I got everything's kind of just coming along one day at a time, and just feverishly working to get the place up and running so everybody can come over and play.
Oh my gosh, thanks so much for the update. It's so fun to watch your project come together, and like, what a cool thing to start out your new year with.
Oh, I know, right?
Right? It's insane. I mean, it's like we start somewhere as musicians, and you constantly are getting kicked in the dirt, and
Oh God, yes.
then one day you wake up and you're like, it's like that Talking Heads song. You wake up and you're like, how did I get here?
Right.
You never know.
That analogy. Thank you. I need that. Are we going to be able to make it to our show Friday?
Fingers are crossed. I think. Let's see. What is Friday? Friday is
Third.
At the Columbia City
It's
Theater.
at the Columbia
Third.
City Theater.
Ooh, yeah. I should be able to make that. No problem.
Nice. Well, I can't wait to meet you in person.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
exactly.
it is.
So
There it
there's
is.
the new
Look
console.
at that. Look how beautiful that thing is.
Yeah, so that'll be the new console.
So many buttons to push.
All the buttons. This thing is a freaking monster compared to the other one, which the other one is up for sale now. So if anybody is in need of a console and some old converters, I will hook whoever up as a budding recording artist with a super sick deal on whatever. So I'm swapping out all the so I have all the Black Lion signature converters. These are normally like $1,600 a piece, and I have the lowest price on any of these things in town.
Wow.
Hands down. Well, probably in the country right now. Actually, I'm letting them go probably for about $350 a piece. So if anybody needs something super high end for not a whole lot of dough, I am going a different route, because now that I have 32 channels, I have to get a bigger converter unit. And so all these guys have to go now. So it's like constantly back and forth between like getting more stuff in to accommodate you guys, make it easier for drummers specifically is the first people I think of course. So making it easier for drummers so we can track everything all at once. We can do the thing. But then having to go back and go, okay, well, this isn't going to work, and then scrap that idea,
Well, that's so sweet. I feel so spoiled. Like I messaged you a while back. I was like, oh my goodness, I feel spoiled.
Right? Yeah. I mean, well, it's so important. I mean, drums are the heartbeat of the music, so we gotta put the focus. We gotta put it where it needs to go first, and then everything else will extend out from that love. Right?
Agree. Yes.
Well, and speaking of great connections, like we were talking about that earlier in the show, how we've made these awesome connections in 2019, and that connection is also with you. So thank you so much.
Yes.
Of course. Thank you both.
Your support and interest in us, like, wow, it feels.
It's awesome, and we need more of that in the community.
We do.
I'm glad that we're like.
Absolutely. I think
first guest on the show. Yeah. What was that?
It's so important. I mean, it's so important that we're here to support one another. I mean, we're gathered here today to get through this thing called life, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
To quote the beautiful Mr. Prince.
Right.
We got to be in it together too. Like this is an awesome family we've built. Like Russell, our first guest, was talking about that, how we're not just a community of musicians, we're a family of musicians, and we help each other out.
We do, and we should.
Yeah.
We really should. We need to.
I mean, there's some pretty cool people out here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, you are busy working away in there. That's fun.
Yeah, it's been a crazy time, and like I said, pretty soon I've been sampling drum kits for about a week now. I got
Oh, that's fun.
Neumann KM184s for the overhead microphones. They're gonna sound sick. We're gonna pick those up. It's gonna be awesome.
I am wicked jealous about that. Like, those are gonna sound so amazing.
So awesome, right? They're gonna make your drums just come alive.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Yes.
Yeah. I'm stoked. I'm
Now
stoked
I gotta
to get some
get off.
stuff.
I really need to like get off my ass and buy a drum dial soon, because I really want to dial my drums in if I'm going to be like recording. I want them to sound really good, so that means they have to be in tune.
Yes. Yes, in tune drums.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's why I really like the Evans heads I've got too, the hydraulics. Like, oh, that's
I
why
love them, and they stay in tune. They really do, and that's why I love them.
That's why I love them too. Yeah, they're great.
It's gonna suck. I really wish, because I have to, like I said, I need to replace my snare. It's been years since I replaced my snare head. I feel bad about saying that. Yeah, I really feel bad about saying that. It's starting to get to the point where I can actually see through the head, and it's a textured head. So
I actually remember that from the last show we played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And every time I do a flam, I always feel like I'm just gonna punch right through it, and I'm just like, I need to get a new head. So but the whole thing is, it's like I gotta wait for the stupid drum guy to be actually at Guitar Center in the drum section, because every time I go there, like nobody there, and then they have to get some guy from guitars.
Yeah, I've actually not
there, and the guy from guitars is just like, I don't know where the guy in drums keeps anything. Like, I don't know, Chima.
Right.
Yeah, what's funny is when I worked at Guitar Center, I worked in the drum department, and you get two kinds of customers. You either get the customer who is the drummer, and they're like, I need this kind of thing, and and then you grab it, and it's no big deal. Or you get somebody who's like, I've never touched a drum in my life, and I don't know what I'm doing. Where do I go?
Nathan, who is the drum guy at Guitar Center, he knows me. He's known me since I have been like, I just started drumming. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
I love that.
And then
awesome.
he sold me my piccolo snare. He helped me find like the right head for my first snare. And then I wanted a piccolo snare, and he helped me pick out the right piccolo snare. And I love my piccolo snare. That is my baby. I love that thing. Now, I had to replace, because I punched through the head eventually through that one. So I had to replace it. He showed me another, head, and it was good. They were Remos. And then I got the Evan hydraulics, and I've had those for forever. And now it's time to replace them. But because I have a piccolo snare, it's 13-inch. It's not 14-inch.
Right.
Yep.
So I have to make sure that it's just going to be just as poppy. I don't, I need it to be the same exact head as I had. But they were Christmas gifts, so I'm not exactly sure which, So hopefully Nathan will be there, and I could just be like, I need this head.
Well, I want the Evans hydraulic heads for Mini. Like, I got that new set for the Rode, and eventually I want to change out the Remos on it for the Evans that I love, because
you don't need moon gels on the Evan hydraulics. They're not ringy or as ringy, so you don't really need them.
I put the moon gels on for my tone, so I use the moon gel for tone. And I've got the moon gels on Mini right now to help with the tinging on the Remo heads. So
yeah,
gels got the foam in the bass kick, and I love her. I'm making her my own little Frankenstein, so I'll show you again.
Frankenstein kits are the best ones.
My little baby.
It's awesome.
My little baby.
So tiny. I love it.
A little Ludwig. Rick. Oh, God, I love
Now,
her.
do you have room to put like another tom on it?
I don't think so.
Like there isn't another hole in the kick?
I don't think there's a spot. Hold on. I like just got back with
Inquiring minds just
Right?
It's like,
We gotta know.
it looks like I could rig it up. It looks like there's a spot that I could rig it.
oh yeah, I was just, it's a hole in it.
The floor tom does fine for what I need it to do. Like I was used to having the 3 toms, the 2 on top and then the floor tom, but like I've been able just to transfer over with the 1 just fine. And I like how compact it's going to be because when we're camping in Rosie, our VW bus, we're going to be able just to throw the drum set up front when we camp. Like the smaller the kit, the better for my road touring needs, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that ever happens,
Bertha
we're
will
definitely gonna have to get like some sort of trailer to haul our music gear.
Bertha will be my studio set, always. I love Bertha. She's my first love. So like, Minnie will go with me on the road and serve her purpose.
Backwards land.
I know.
It's ridiculous. Hey,
Look at that.
the 2 kick drums and the 3 toms and the floor toms.
You know what I've been running into a problem with is trying to get bigger floor toms these days. If I want like a 16 by 18 floor tom or like an 18 by 22 or something like that, it's really difficult these days to get big floor toms.
Oh,
I don't make them anymore.
I have a 16 on Bertha and I love it. It's a sacrifice I'm making now to not have her on the road, but like, I get you. I like that low tone. 16. This Ludwig set is made by Roots drummer, or not made by, but like designed by Roots drummer Questlove. So it's got a real
Nice.
So like that's why I went for the Questlove in the first place, because I knew that it would be a like lower tone that I need for what I do. So yeah.
Oddly enough, I have a 16 by 18 floor tom.
I believe it is too.
Yeah.
Like I've carried your drums enough, yeah.
It's pretty deep.
It is deep.
Like I never know what mine are. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes I have to remeasure too. I'm like, God damn, Bertha's big. She's
Like I can tell you like what size heads they are, like 12, 2 13s, and 16. Couple 22s. So but
yeah, my bass kick on Bertha is freaking 22, and my bass kick on Minnie is 16. It's the same as my floor tom on Bertha.
I was over at Trading Musician yesterday. They had a kick drum over there that was, I want to say it was like a 36.
oh my god.
It was humongous.
Oh my God.
It was like $200. I thought about taking it home, but I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get this home in a Subaru.
You're gonna need like a flatbed truck for that.
I'm going to have to rent a U-Haul again.
Or a convertible.
Right? Excuse me. I'd like to take this giant kick drum home.
Right? Like,
This comically large kick drum.
just like I have this picture of this guy who just has like this, I don't know, it's like a 20-foot kick drum. It's just huge. And he's like, I need more kick in the bag. And it's like, says every drummer every time.
Actually, I showed that picture to Max, and he goes, "Oh yes, you need that, and Tony needs two."
Yeah.
Right?
I loved that. I was like, "Yes, that is true."
I'm actually thinking about taking out one of my kick drums, only if I can actually find a kick pedal that can stay tight enough to where it doesn't feel like it's all flopping around.
1000 DW and
That's what we're getting over here too. Is the 9000 series DW? That thing kicks ass.
I'm gonna have to check it out. Like I like my springs so tight that like one of my kick pedals, I got to replace the spring. It's actually pulling apart. That's how tight I like them.
That's a tight
I
kick
like
drum.
them tight because it just responds better. You know, if
Mhm.
you have tight heads, then you can get it faster, like doubles, and really working on technique lately.
So you like a really sharp attack on everything, huh?
Yes. well, I don't know. I'm learning new stuff all the time. I'm really trying to tap into my potential. Like I really I feel like right now I'm not even tapping into any of my potential as a drummer, like at all. At all. I'm just every time I drum, it's like autopilot. Just kind of not really pushing myself. I'm not
I get it.
stepping out of my comfort zone. And I know I can do faster stuff and do better, more techie stuff, and that I really want to do. I could see myself doing it. I know I can do it.
Well, you were talking about writing earlier too, and maybe that will come with that. You know, as you're writing and as you're doing some new things this year.
I'm hoping, but it's hard. Like if I'm gonna write like the melodies and the bass lines and everything, it's hard to hear that and then get behind my kit and play it because I have to teach my bandmates how to do it. And like sometimes I don't exactly have the bandmates I need for it. Get what I'm saying?
That would be hard. Like when we write.
You get what I'm saying? Like not every bandmate is going to be able to, how can I say this? Be able to be able to pull it off in the way that I want it to or need it to be played.
Yeah.
Just don't have the
right chops.
Yeah, they just don't. I'm sorry, they just don't have it. But so it's kind of frustrating when I want to write something, but I still don't have the manpower to back it up.
Well, like
I'm trying to play the drums to it.
I'm just
I can't do it all. I'm not Steel Beans where I could play drums and play the freaking guitar. Dang it! I almost made it through the whole show too.
Well, and like something that we do is we'll just jam, like just throw down, and like he'll come up with a riff, and I'll write some words to it, and that's how we come up with our song. So I wonder if like maybe one day you and Anthony could just be messing around jamming and come up with something, you know, like.
And that would be all great and awesome, but we don't jam as much as people think we do.
Yeah.
We have to have somebody else come over to jam.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, we have our roommate Josiah, who is a vocalist.
Mm-hmm.
He's a vocalist for Coffin Smasher. And sometimes, like, he's like, "Well, I want to jam." So he'll grab his microphone and his effects pedal, and Anthony will bust out on the guitar. And you know, of course, I'm back there on the drums, just beating away.
That's so fun. It's so fun to just freely jam like that and feel the music and just let loose. You know, like
I just wish it would become a permanent thing,
mm-hmm.
or you know, something. Because I need to start tapping into my potential. Like I need to be pushed outside of my comfort zone. Because I'm never gonna get better if I don't.
I believe if that's what you want, that's what you will get. You know, like you'll get it, girl.
And
like
speaking of which,
absolutely,
you know, our last show was at the Victory Lounge with Spiderface.
Oh my gosh, that looks so fun.
Ooh,
Spiderface, yeah, with the Ku Klux claws. Oh my god.
oh my.
Oh,
Brenda. So we had like this weird thing. And he just had like these two eyes. Like this, and it's a Santa hat.
Whoa, weird.
But it looked like Ku Klux Claus, and Brenda was, you know, from Klondike Kate. She was like, "Oh my god, what is that Ku Klux Claus?" And I'm just like, "Oh, you know, that is just hilarious because it looks like a Ku Klux Claus."
It's kind of.
And he had like 15 different wardrobe changes. He ended up with like blood all over him, and so they're looking for a drummer.
Oh.
And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go audition for them because I don't have to agree with like the Ku Klux. Like he only did that one time. That was the first and only time he's ever done that.
Well, I wonder if it was making fun of Christmas. You know, more.
It was making fun of Christmas. It had nothing to do with being a white supremacist. He's not white supremacist. He was like attacking. The whole song was attacking Christmas as
I get that as a
hallmark holiday. You know.
Yeah.
you know, consumerism and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's sort of what we do with Mr. Red. Like we're calling out consumerism and how it's
right. And Fatal Butterfly, back in the day, we had a song called Uncle Green.
Oh yeah, you told me about that song.
Yeah, Uncle Green. So, you know, we all have our songs about that. But I am waiting to hear back for my audition date.
Well, that's cool.
That'll be awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you know, in Spiderface, you know, it's not a set in stone thing. They're not all just blast beats and whatever, but I really feel like they could help me push myself into doing something
different, you know?
Different. I won't say better stuff.
Yeah.
Just different stuff. I want to be pushed. I want to be able to just hit, like I'm learning new techniques to make my double kicks faster and more like even and everything. So
yeah, cool.
So I'm working on that. Like I'm putting in my work too. It's
it's a lot of work. It's definitely a lot of work.
It's just you got to find the right musicians to kind of help push you.
Well, and I think like
new
year, a new decade, there's all sorts of new adventures for all of us. So like, thank you so much for joining us.
And cheers to that.
Thank you.
Yeah, cheers to that. Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Happy New Year.
Cheers to that.
So yeah, this is our very first episode of 2020. It's been awesome hanging out with all of you. We've had quite a few guests join us tonight. Thanks, Sean, for popping in. And
yes, thank you, Sean. And also, Sean, I have sent some bands and musicians your way who are interested in recording. I definitely give them your name. And they really don't believe that you were, going to do it for small barter or free. And I
oh man, yeah, that's a hard thing. It's a hard thing in today's age to be like.
It's almost like, did I get over that rainbow? And it's like, did my house fall on a witch? And this that doesn't happen.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't happen. And I ran into the same thing for my whole career as a musician, as an artist, and at this point in my life and in my journey, I'm able to give back to something that gave me so much in my world.
That's awesome.
And oh my God, as musicians, we cannot thank you enough.
Yeah, totally appreciate it.
I'm really excited to get this adventure started and to help you, get this adventure started. So.
I'm stoked. I think it's going to be wonderful. I mean, like I said, I love making records, man. I've done so many studio records where, it's like you listen to like Mechanical Animals from Marilyn Manson. It's a concept record. It's a full piece of art. It's not just the album. It's a whole experience. And I want to get back into a world where musicians are doing that again instead of just being like, here's the single. Why? Singles suck, man. Singles ruin the album because then you don't understand contextually how the single fits into the bigger overarching idea of the art. It's like when you hear Closer by 9 Inch Nails taken out of Downward Spiral, it sounds weird. When you hear it in the context of the record, it fits because you're like, yeah, this dude is going through this progressive journey of heading down the pit of despair.
Yeah.
And going.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about, and I really feel. I know a lot of bands do that. It's like a concept album. Exactly. Where their whole album tells this great tale. You just have to listen to it. And a song is great on its own, but the album in all of its beauty just tells a whole nother epic adventure.
Exactly.
So I know what you're talking about, and I think it would be awesome to just write some amazing concept album like that band Arrakis. You remember what Arrakis was?
Yeah.
Yes.
They did some sick stuff back in the day, dude.
So Maxine, since I don't know if you know what Arrakis is. Arrakis was a metal opera, but it was local musicians. It was all local musicians. all local area lists and pyrotechnics
Oh,
and
wow.
actors and actresses. There's metal bands on stage playing while actors and actresses. There's a choir back there, and it was amazing
That sounds
for
great.
years.
I would
It was
freaking
like when
love that.
Arrakis was playing, like they sold out all the time. Unfortunately, there is no more Arrakis, but you can find it on YouTube.
Okay, I'll check it out. It sounds amazing.
I will send you the link. And
I would have loved to have been part of something like that too. I really did.
oh man,
Yeah.
just being in
Let's do it. We'll do our own thing.
that would be so awesome.
Yeah, we'll do it
Let's do our
again.
own-
That would be
Let's do our
so.
own thing. Why not?
Oh my gosh, Maxine, you and I could be on either side of the stage and just playing like off of each other.
That would be really fun. I would love that.
Multiple drummers in the band is where it's at. You know, I'm convinced. Like the stuff you can do with multiple people in the rhythm section is just unreal.
Yeah, that's what I loved about.
Claypool had multiple drummers in his band at one time.
Yeah,
He
I
had
went-
that fish guy. So-
Les Claypool is a crazy man. He's a
Oh, I
crazy dude.
love him. Oh my God. He is one of my favorite bassists of all times. And I've had the privilege of going to 2 shows. Both of them were at Merrymore Park. The first show I went to was an album I've never heard of before. And I thought I was a huge Primus fan, but no, it was like a super recent and they did it in all of its entirety. I know 0 of the songs until like the encore. And then he did like Jury, the race car driver, and Fish On.
Okay.
And then the second time I went and saw him, he did songs from all their albums. He did wardrobe changes.
Wow.
He started out with this fisherman's hat because he was fishing earlier that day. And then he came out with I don't know if you guys have ever seen Grandma's Garden Gnome. He has this purple cap with these gold ram horns that come off.
That's awesome. I love it.
And
That's
I
great.
saw the video of that, and he's just walking around there, kind of flopping around, and I'm just like, I would love to see him. Well, at the last show, he went out of his fisherman's hat, came out, grabbed his stand-up bass, and he was wearing the purple hat with the gold
man.
horns. I was like, I could die right now
That's cool.
and be so happy.
That's
So-
awesome.
I watched an interview with him once a handful of years ago, and he said that fishing is the only thing that like shuts his brain off.
Wow.
Like he can't like he's such a hyperactive dude otherwise, and he can't just like quiet down in his mind. And so he has to fish like a lot for his
He
software.
actually said that at the show.
Wow.
And it was weird because they were playing with Mastodon. So
Right.
you could look around Merrymore Park and you could see those people are for Mastodon. These people are definitely for Primus. Mastodon, Primus, Primus, Mastodon. And then at one point, the Mastodon drummer came out and started playing drums with Primus and their drummer at this, like on his drum kit at the same time with him.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
He's slamming it down on the floor toms and stuff. And the Primus drummer's like up here on the tom toms, and I was just like, "This is awesome!"
Nice. Oh,
Like I got some video of that. Like, yeah, that was a really good show. It was,
that's cool.
yeah,
It's funny that there's like such a segregated camp in that, because for me, I love both. You know, I think they're both really cool artists in their own way for the genre. You know, they're on 2 separate sides of sort of the metal scope.
right. And it just fits so much. Like Primus had just as big of a freaking mosh pit as Mastodon did.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If not, maybe a little bigger. And everybody knows. And I don't know if a lot of people, if everybody knows this, but like pretty much anybody who is a Primus fan knows that if you want Primus to encore, you don't yell encore, you yell Primus sucks.
Yeah.
So everybody just yells Primus sucks. And if you're loud enough and long enough, they come out and they do their encore.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
It's just what they do. Well, folks, you know, it's after 9.
It is. We went a little longer, but that's okay because it's our New Year's special. And it's
Yes.
special. And we've had some awesome people join us tonight. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody, for showing up tonight.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you
Facebook.
again, ladies, for having me. I really appreciate it. And of course, any musicians out there, if you don't believe that I'm going to be doing this for nothing, or well, I mean, close to nothing, right? For making albums, trust me. I'm doing this thing. It's going to be beautiful. Can't wait to see you guys and make some really kick-ass metal records.
Yay! We can't wait. We appreciate it.
Yes, I'm very excited. All right, everybody. Thank you once again for joining Musicians Hangout. And we will see you again next week.
Next week, everybody.
Happy New Year!
Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining in.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.